Hello, welcome to today's Literature in English class. Today's topic is Raider of the Treasure Trove by Lade Wosonu. Raider of the Treasure Trove by Lade Wosonu. This poem is a moral poem. It talks about moral. It picks one negative behavior in humanity, which is rage. It talks about the cause of this negative behavior, the consequences, and the solution to the problem of anger or to the problem of rage. It is a didactic poem that warns the humanity against rage. Look at the opening lines. But what can be worthy of your life? The reason you are here? This poet has brought in the philosophy of why are we here? Why are we created? And then according to him, the reason why we are created is to share love, to share compassion, is to share sweetness in humanity. The poet believes that there are many things that could rob man of laughter, joy, and sweetness. But the greatest thing that can rob man of laughter, joy, and sweetness is rage. The greatest of them all is rage. Of things, that is line 9, between line 9 and 11. Of things which will breach your cells, rage is chief. Of things which will breach your cell, rage is chief. The main theme of the poem is rage. The main theme is anger. But we have other themes, such as the theme of essence of life. The poem persona believes that life is to be enjoyed, to fly the flag of joy. We are meant to have joy, love, and compassion. That is line 4. Moreover, the theme of human perception of storms of life is found in the latter lines of the poem. The poet believes that if we have positive perception of storms of life, we can solve the problem of rage. If we have positive perception of storms of life, we can behave differently instead of being angry. The poet explains that proper perception of things in our mind can help to avoid the evil effects of rage. Now, poetic devices. Poetic devices, we have metaphor. Metaphor is a figure that compares two things without the use of as or like. In the poem, sail and brief are used to compare life or a lifespan. Look at it. Of things which will blot out that brief or breach your cells. Brief is talking about life. Cells is talking about life. We are not traveling on water here. We are talking about our life generally. So it's talking about that can breach your cells, that can affect your life. Of those things that can breach your cell, rage is chief. We have more devices, including rhetorical question, alliteration, assonance, and repetition. Examples of those other literary devices, respectively, are given here. The poem starts with a rhetorical question, but what can be worthy of life? That's a rhetorical question. Fly flags, that is alliteration. F is alliterated there. Sail upstream, S is alliterated there, as you can see in the examples in the poem. Then we have rage drags rags, that is assonance. Then we have repetition. Rage, you, your are repeated in the poem. But the most dominant figure of speech in the poem is personification. The most dominant figure of speech is personification. The preponderant device used in the poem is personification. Personification means ascribing human qualities to non-human things. Ascribing human qualities to non-human things. And there are so many in this poem. Rage is called raider. You see policemen raiding a particular hideout. But in this case, it is not policemen that are raiding, it is rage that is raiding. So rage is seen as a human being, is given the quality of a human being. So rage is the raider, rage is chief, rage is thief, and rage is enemy of equanimity. Also, in other instances, rage is made to perform the actions of humans. Thus we say, or the poet actually says, rage breaches sail, rage drags rags, rage spreads toxic, rage robs you of laughter, joy, and sweetness. So these actions are human actions that are given to abstract phenomenon, rage. What are the effects of these figures of speech that are used? Rhetorical question sets the audience thinking about the theme that the poet has put up. It is not for the audience to answer the question, but for them to have a deeper reflection about the theme of rage. We also have alliteration, assonance, and repetition. Alliteration, assonance, and repetition are figures of sound. So they are used here to reinforce the negative consequences of rage. In sum, the poem is mainly about rage. The poem persona deploys rage as a toxic human trait and warns against it and gives a solution to the problem of rage. Please subscribe to our page for more analysis. Go to youtube.com/Akintoye Odofin for more analysis. Thank you.